All right, truck buddies, drum roll please. This is what y'all been waiting on. Where is ABT going? I am going to Venezia. All right. By the time you see this, it's pre-recorded. I got my offer letter and stuff like that. I'm going over some last minute details before I go over orientation Monday. All right, so they sent me an offer letter. Said we're pleased to offer you a position as a Class A CDL truck driver with Venezia Transport. Orientation date to start October 7th, 2024. Compensation will pay me weekly for this position by the tonnage. So I'm paid per load. Now, prior to me making this video, I've already scrolled through all the paperwork. I signed everything already, but I wanted to make sure I looked at everything prior to making the video. Now, most of the places they pay different. Some are a flat base pay. I won't get into that because it's too many different variables. So pretty much, I'll say I'm paid per the load, and they do have a guaranteed pay of $700. So now I'm pretty sure you can make way more than that. But you know, even if I just bull job around all week, I know that I'll make at least $700. Now, a lot of y'all gonna say like, man, that ain't no money. Yes and no. All right, if you remember my last video before last, I talk about, hey, the only thing I care about, I'm home every night, Monday through Friday. The pay is not a big deal because of my of other pay that I have coming through the household. So I'm pretty much just doing this to stay busy and build back up my 401k. Now, you get benefits effective on the 30th day of employment. 401k and additional elective benefits will become effective on the first of the month following 90 days of employment. I will accrue 3 paid time off days to use within the first year. All right. PTO days are accrued every 90 days within the first year for a total of 3 days. Vacation is based upon anniversary date with the first week earned after first year. All right, so this offers contingent upon satisfactory completion of, pre-employment checks, DOT, criminal background, stuff like that. All that stuff's been done. So I'm not no troublemaker. I've got no issues, so it should be fine. When Monday rolls around, I can start orientation. Like I was saying, okay, I'm a company driver. I'm working in the dump trailer division. It's like I said, a weekly guaranteed program. All right, we talked about the weekly pay, the minimum pay. Now, of course, there's always different caveats to the guaranteed pay with any company, every company. All right. It says you must contact your driver manager every day for dispatch. You must be available to work a full day every day without any time restrictions. You cannot call off while under dispatch or from a second load. You cannot refuse loads. You cannot have any preventable incidents subject to review. This includes service failures, late deliveries, customer complaints, contamination, etc. All paperwork must be submitted on time. This includes DTR forms, etc. I'm pretty sure they'll get into all that once orientation is done. I'll get with my trainer. It says you must be available to work Monday through Friday and 2 Saturdays per month. Now, I've got a Monday through Friday job, so they get to pay on the weekends a little bit later. All right. If a company observed holiday occurs on a Monday through Friday, the guaranteed pay of that week is prorated in addition to the holiday pay. Guaranteed minimum will not be paid during a week of termination notice until last day of employment. All right, so I signed off on that. Now, they've got a list. I won't get into details because I probably can't, I'm not sure how it works, and I don't want to talk about something that I'm not too sure about yet. But most of these places, I'll say, I'm looking at this list they have, about 90% of these places are paid by the ton. All right, so that's how I'm paid. Like I said, paid by load. Now, there's certain places, it's like 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's about 21 places that's just a flat rate. Now, of course, once I learn the system, and depending on what loads are offered to me or whatever the case may be, even if I have an option, I'll know loads that I may or may not need to take to make sure I'm making X amount of dollars a day. Like I said, I don't care about that. All I want to do, hey, I ain't here to cause no trouble. I just want to, I got a job. Dispatch me. I'm gonna pick up, deliver. That's all I want to do. All right. Now, another thing I like about this company that I like so far is they give you a questionnaire. Like TMC did the same thing. It's like a long little test of what do you think about certain situations. It's like you can't fail it. They just ask you how you feel about certain things, and they're trying to figure out who to pair you up with for your driver manager. From what I'm understanding, like what do you think about what's important to you? I'm all about integrity, integrity, communication, and transparency, things like that. So they ask you certain questions to see how you are as a driver. But like I said, I'm out here to rock the boat, man. On my other things, they ask, I got no restrictions, so I can drive a standard, manual, or automatic. I request an automatic truck. It don't make me no difference because guess what? The pay's the same. I just have no restrictions. So that means if there's only one truck on the yard that happens to be a manual, I can drive it, which is it's whatever. Okay. But I think the guy that took me on my road test, I think he has a manual. I think he has a manual, and I think there's one other lady that has a manual. She requested a manual, and that's the only way she would work there. Which everybody's got their own right. It got their, whatever, if they give you that option. I want an automatic, it don't matter to me. Now, I also got holiday pay, which is good. Venezia recognizes 6 national holidays as follows: New Year's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving Day, and Christmas Day. Now, they've got a flat rate for the holiday pay. Now, to get the holiday pay, you must be able to work the day before and the day after for the holiday pay, which shouldn't be no issue. Okay. That sounds good to me. I'm all about, hey, vacation pay and paid time off, because of course, all companies don't offer that, but I'm glad this one does. Now, some companies have more, some have less when it comes to the holidays. Like I said, those are 6 major holidays, so yeah, that's fine with me. But just going by what's on here, I mean, I don't know the miles between the pickup and the destination, but I'm assuming this is a fair rate. I'm guessing. I don't know. I can't say yes or no because I haven't hauled anything yet, so I can't say that is fair. But they're transparent and they're letting you know off the top, hey, this is what you're gonna get paid. If you're going to pick up at Cimex, excuse me, you're gonna get paid X amount of dollars if you're dropping off at, somewhere such and such. Like I said, they got the to and from, and they get what you paid for it. What you're getting paid for, excuse me. And this pay has been updated April 1st, 2024. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm gonna be on training pay, so I'm gonna get hourly pay up to 2 weeks. They have miscellaneous pay of $19 per hour. It says non-customer work, maintenance, training pay, etc. This requires your driver manager to assign a control number, which must be documented. Now, if you happen to work on a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so if it's 300 loading miles or less, you receive an additional 25% of the line haul. 300 miles or more, receive an additional $50. So, I guess. So like I say, after 1 year, you get 1 week of vacation. You get 2 weeks after 2 years, and 3 weeks after you work 7 years. So I think TMC was the same way. So it seemed like it's the same pretty much across the board. I can say across the board, but through most companies. You won't get that 3rd week of vacation until you get up there a little bit. So when I left, I had 2 weeks of vacation, which is, whatever. Also here at Venezia, you can cash it in. Now the first week or the first year of the first week's of vacation, you have to take it, if I'm reading that correctly. So that's not too bad. Now my orientation consists of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and safety videos. I've already did most of my videos earlier in the week. I'm pretty sure I can do some more stuff throughout the week next week. For orientation, it'll be $400 paid the following Friday. So I won't get a check next week. I get a check week after next, which the recruiter, she explained all that to me. Like I said, they're transparent when it comes to pay. She said, let me break it down to you. Not only is about the gross pay and this, that, and other, but this is how payroll works. So you won't be surprised of like, hey, I've been here, a week. I didn't get no pay. You don't have to worry about that. They've already explained it. All right. Like I said, training lasts 1 to 2 weeks. I'll be right here down the road. Work schedule is Monday through Friday. Start times between 3 and 5, 10 to 14-hour work shifts. All right. Now, they don't run ELDs here. If I understood it correctly, since it's intrastate. All right. Now, I'm not sure how that works. If you get pulled over by DLT, I'll ask about that later. That's a pretty legitimate question. All right. So I talked about the work schedule. Weekend work requirement. This position does not require no weekend work. All right. Even though it goes into detail about, the weekends. Now they asked me what are my expectations. I said, hey, home daily. I prefer to start, between 4 and 5 a.m. Daily hours, 8 to 14 hours, and weekly pay of $1,300. That's just, you got to fill it in. So I guess they're trying to fill you out. So you always say more than less. But like I said, you make that, great. If not, whatever, for me. Says you have reliable transportation. Yes, I do. Do I have any time constraints? No, I don't. It says, what are the most important qualities in your daily interaction with operations? Hey, communication, transparency. Hey, just tell me what I got to do, how I got, and when I got to do, whatever the timeline is, just tell me what it is and I'll go from there. All right. Said, do you have any vacation or events planned that will require time off? I said, none at this time. Said, anything else we should know? Nope. Just ready to work. All right. So that sums that up. So everybody was wondering where I'm going. Venezia Transport. Now they're a big company. Now their actual headquarters is in Pennsylvania. But like I said, I don't have to go there for orientation. I'm doing it Zoom. So it's all good. I applied for these guys a little while ago. They didn't have any work. The job was already filled. And something else opened back up. And I talked about a couple of videos ago, I guess the driver that I'm replacing, he was looking for a job once he was going through orientation. He had a truck broke down, and then he was trying to do something else. So the recruiter called me this morning, said if I had any questions. I was like, no. She said, you got some more emails that you got to check out, send back, and we'll be ready for you Monday morning. And I was like, cool. Very simple. I don't ask for much. I just meet me halfway, man. That's all I want, man. So I'm not planning to get rich here. I'm not trying to get rich here. I'm just trying to stay busy while I'm here. That's it, man. And not tear nothing up. But that's about it, truck buddies. Venezia Transport. Hey, if anybody's thinking about, hopping on with them, they do have a driver referral bonus and stuff like that. I'll worry about that later. But yeah, the bonus that you get, like I said, it's given out. It's broken down in 3 equal payments, the first of every month, or once a month, basically. So there you have it, truck buddies. ABT, dump truck, Venezia Transport. We'll see you on the next one.